Tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 6, a $3.5 million grant is impacting Phoenix in more ways than one. We'll tell you what it means for the city's future up next. And we'll also look at some Halloween happenings and let you know what you can do to stay safe and have a fun night.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 at 6.
Right now we are taking going to turn and take a live look out at Ashland tonight, where Halloween festivities are following up with Ashland's annual Halloween parade, which is wrapping up for the night. The annual Halloween parade was covered with costumes, both humans and their pets getting in on the fun. Now children are visiting local businesses for trick-or-treating. Thank you for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 6. I'm Haley Gravitt. Let's check in with NewsWatch 12 Samantha Cadera to see if there was more tricks or treats. Sam.
Yeah, Haley, today was a big, huge turnout, but sadly it is over. But I'm standing here and I'm literally shivering. So let's take a look and see how it was earlier today. From spooky to ghoulish to handmade to store-bought, Ashland's parade brought in people from all over Southern Oregon. Even dogs joined in on the fun. There was live music and almost every business joined in the fun of handing out candy. But with the parade ending, there are a few safety reminders to keep in mind. If you plan on celebrating, make sure to stay in well-lit areas, wear reflective clothing, and maybe bring a glow stick or two.
And Sam, the rain held off. The rain did hold off for the parade, Sam, but you did mention that you're freezing out there. So what does this mean for trick-or-treaters tonight?
Yeah, you know, I would definitely recommend wearing an extra coat or anything like that. But I will make sure that Matt can tell you that as well. But reporting live in Ashland, Samantha Cadera, NewsWatch 12.
That's right, and we're not quite done with all the Halloween happenings, but we do want to see what the weather is going to be like if you are out trick-or-treating tonight. Stormwatch 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman letting us know what to expect.
Fortunately, it wasn't as wet as what we were expecting. It could have been very soggy. There are still showers out there, and there will still be raindrops to dodge, but it's not too bad out there. It definitely could have been a lot worse, and we do expect some much wetter conditions for tomorrow. It's a good thing Halloween ended up being today as opposed to the weather we're going to see for tomorrow. A stronger storm system does look to move in for your Friday with more widespread rain, some of it on the heavier side, and snow up in our higher elevations. We do have snow showers up in our higher elevations, some snow falling up at Willamette Pass. Road conditions just wet, but things will get a bit slippery and slick into tonight as shower activity continues. Here's the next system that's on the way. We will see some heavier and more widespread precipitation with this system as we head into tomorrow. A closer look at showers. There are some spotty showers as we head mainly along and west of the Cascades. Definitely some soggier conditions out there for this Halloween evening along the coast. So just plan on running into some showers, especially along and west of the Cascades this evening for trick-or-treaters. Temperatures will be awfully chilly. And then taking a look at the drought update last week, you can see pretty widespread abnormally dry conditions and some moderate drought in Southern Oregon. But we did get some good news today, peeling back a bit of those abnormally dry conditions into much of Curry County. And there's more wet weather on the way tomorrow, and some of that precipitation will be quite heavy at times. We'll see some gusty winds as well. We'll talk rain and snow amounts expected, and a look at your weekend forecast as well, all coming up in just a bit. Haley?
Matt, thank you. And one man was arrested for a hit-and-run crash in Josephine County. OSP says a deadly two-vehicle wreck happened on Tuesday when a driver failed to stop at a stop sign before entering the Highway 199. That vehicle was then struck by a dump truck, which caused it to roll onto its side in the collision. The truck driver was an 85-year-old from Grants Pass who was declared dead at the scene. The other driver, a 22-year-old from Canada, was seen running from the crash. He was later arrested and treated for his injuries. And onto the Water Watch tonight, the Oregon State Marine Board asking boaters to check their registration. The board is emailing motorboat registration renewal notices to anyone with an email on file whose registration expires at the end of this year. There is an online renewal option. The email from the Oregon State Marine Board has detailed instructions on how to renew your boat. Onto a money alert tonight. A $3.5 million grant could bring big changes to the city of Phoenix. NewsWatch 12's Leave column explores how a downtown development project is aiming to create a bright future for the community.
Phoenix is getting $3.5 million for public parking, sidewalks, and stormwater treatment systems in the city. Now, it's a practical change, but the communities that work and live here say it's an emotional one as well, marking a new era for Phoenix. A city once destroyed by wildfire is bouncing back. With the help of a state grant, Phoenix is finally ready to thrive.
Well, I'm most looking forward to having a downtown that feels whole again. With all this new energy, there's some really exciting stuff happening.
The city building 4 new parking lots in a central spot, meeting a need for public parking. Plans for stormwater treatment and sidewalks, aiming to make Phoenix more livable.
The parking lots are a good start to, keep people in one area, get them to walk around the community. The sidewalks are necessary, of course, to get them there safely.
For some, it's already been emotional, with the new city building and the Foodery breathing new life into the corridor. The project is a chance to honor the Phoenix of yesterday and build a vibrant community for tomorrow.
When folks are passionate about something, that means that they're going to spend time working to solve issues or planning for the future.
It's been a long road to get to this point already, so I feel like we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here.
In Phoenix, Leave column, NewsWatch 12.
And if you're at home waiting for trick-or-treaters to knock on your door, we're watching out for you and your pets to make sure they aren't too spooked tonight. NewsWatch 12's Damien Alvarado talked to an expert with Northwest Battle Buddies about some important tips on how to keep your pets safe during Halloween.
Halloween decorations are fun, but we should really keep candles, pumpkins, and other decor away from curious pets. So many pets get anxious during this time, so keeping them indoors is probably the best option, because if you don't, it may lead to a lot of...
It's important to know that dogs don't know that those goblins and witches and Frankensteins are not real. And so if your dog is outside or lives outside, the goblins that are now patrolling the area, there is a territorial instinct that all dogs have.
Make sure to avoid giving pets any Halloween treats. Stuff like raisins can be super harmful and lead to kidney failure. And we definitely need to watch out for chocolate and sugar-free candies.
The xylitol that is in the candy is extremely toxic to pets. And not only can take their life, make them sick, but also some of the items could be an obstruction in their body.
It's a great idea to make sure your pet has an ID, like a microchip or a collar with an ID tag, just in case they manage to sneak out when the door opens for those trick-or-treaters. And make sure to store things like glow sticks, batteries, and costume pieces out of reach.
Put some noise on, put some a TV or a radio with music to help drown out the continuous intrusion into their territory, because they don't see them as children and they don't see them as a festivity like we do.
If you're thinking about dressing your furry friend in a costume, make sure it fits well and is comfy. You don't want them to choke or get stressed out by it. If you got a pet that gets nervous around strangers, it might just be a good idea to keep them in a quiet room during trick-or-treating.
Some great video of NewsWatch 12 pets here. And Medford School District students were feeling the spooky spirit this afternoon with a little extra fun at Roosevelt Elementary. Let's take a look. That's where middle schoolers were doing a trick-or-treat walkthrough with some of the younger students. NewsWatch 12 was at the school and spoke to the assistant principal, who said that it was an opportunity to celebrate together with candy and costumes.
We have costumes for kids that don't have a costume who need one, but this has been a spirit week and we've had dress-up days all week. We have approximately 310 kids at our school and most are here today.
Ross told us that a lot of the middle school students previously went to school at Roosevelt and that it's a blast to dress up and have some fun with them. And as the Bureau of Land Management's Bat Beauty Week officially wrapped up today, we have this year's winner of the competition. It's Oregon's very own chosen bat, Hori Potter. This Hori bat has brought Oregon to the first three-peat winner of Bat Beauty Week. NewsWatch 12 spoke to Emma Busk, the wildlife technician who photographed the chosen bat. She says that the competition is an excellent way to fight the myths that are surrounding bats.
They save farmers billions of dollars a year in agricultural pest control and reducing the use of pesticides. So, we have like one bat here in Oregon can consume hundreds of mosquitoes in one night. And so I think that generally people don't understand the role that bats play in pest control. Bats are great neighbors for that reason.
And she also says that we can all play a role in helping bat conservation by reducing light pollution, creating a garden of native plants, and sharing bat facts with everyone. And if you plan to visit the wildlife safari up in Winston, you may soon have the opportunity to see the cutest cheetah cubs I've ever seen. Let's take a look at them. These boys are just a little over a month old, but they're already making a huge impact on both developing their mother's instincts and continuing cheetah conservation efforts. They're even smiling for the cameras here. As they grow quicker, the cubs are starting to go outside for short periods of time and will soon be spending more time where guests can spot them. And as our fall leaves start to hit the ground, Rogue Disposal and Recycling is preparing for their annual leaf collection program. From November 4th to December 27th, they will collect bag leaves in Medford city limits at no extra charge. All you have to do is gather your leaves into heavy-duty 33-gallon bags, put them on the curb. Rogue Disposal and Recycling will take care of the rest for you. If you live in Central Point, Phoenix, or White City, be sure to check when your collection window is. And NewsWatch 12 is partnering with Ray's Food Place to stuff the truck again this holiday season. And we have until Christmas Eve to fill an entire semi-truck, but we do need your help to do that. Our goal is to donate 5,500 bags of groceries to families in need, but we need you to help us get to that goal. All you have to do is visit any Ray's Food Place and buy a pre-packaged bag of groceries that you'll see at checkout, and we will take care of the rest for you. You can also make a donation online at KDRV.com if you'd like to.